of the grass was burnt. Oh, you're dead, kid. Mom, Dad, I have something to say. What is it, son? Well, I kind of burnt the backyard. What? So, my God, I got one question for you. Which race has the worst punishment?
I swear to God, please just let me die.
Oh, we getting busy today, my guy. Y'all been reading the comments, and from time to time, I notice each race claiming to have the worst punishments. First, we got blacks. Now, for my black folks, he's an A1 receiver of the black. We've got the belt, the switches, the extension cords, the pins, the slippers, the hangers. Pretty much anything in close proximity to your mother is a weapon. Then we have the Asians. Now, we all know Asia's a pretty large continent, so we'll make it simple. We've got the Indians saying they got it the worst, the Chinese claiming no one's touching them, the Koreans declaring they get every Asian is showing about that life. From being forced to kneel on rice for hours, to having to hold a gallon of water with arms out at shoulder height, even cutting the lawn with a pair of toenail clippers. Asians are putting in work. Then we've got the white folks. Now, white people, that's the tricky one. On one end, you've got the ones that don't get punished. No matter what they do, nothing happens. Maybe a little time out on occasional grounding, but man, you've got the ones that get the business. From getting your personal items confiscated, to getting kicked out, to getting the beats. Now let's not forget the Mexicans, the Puerto Ricans, the Russians, Brazilians, the English, the Australians, each race or nationality claiming they got the worst punishments. But I'm here down as 2023, my boy. Punishments are now abuse. I feel you. But work with me here. If a child does something wrong, I don't know. What is a parent supposed to do? Award them for making a mistake or these up? What is a parent supposed to do? Award them for making a mistake or these up? Oh, I can't wait to read the comments. Now, as for you, boy, I can firmly say I have never, ever been a beat. Each time I got punished was because I did something wrong. And I can 100% confirm I became a better man from it. Trust me. A kid like me, you can't give me no time out. Boy, please. You can't ground me. You can't remove my door to take away my privacy. Oh, hell no. You gotta fuck me up. So my question to you is, at what point does punishment turn into abuse? And that, my guy, is where this story begins. So for this story, I'm gonna take you back to when punishments were necessary. So it was back in the day. Now as a kid, my parents had rules when they left the house. First, no leaving the neighborhood. If you want to play outside, play within a close proximity. Second, no friends allowed in the home without supervision. If you want to chill with the homies outside. Third, do not touch the stove. Last thing you want to do is burn the house down. Now it's cool. I played outside, made sure never to leave the neighborhood, but something about fire fascinated me. You know the drill. Mom says don't touch the top of the oven, but something in the back of your head is like, see, how much could it hurt? So you touch it. So it was a Thursday afternoon during the summer. Now since your boy was out of school for a few months, I started getting bored. So I get to the kitchen, look at the fridge, find something to eat, and put it in the microwave. Okay, I've got a few minutes until it's ready. Wonder what to do. Then, from the corner of my eye, I see a box of matches laying on the counter. Oh, matches. No. From the corner of my eye, I see a box of matches laying on the counter. Oh, matches. Now remember, rule number 3, right? No playing with the stove. Meaning, do not touch matches. Damn, but mom and pop say don't play with fire. It's just a box of matches. What could go wrong? So take the matches, get outside, and start lighting them up. Wow. The food's ready. So I dropped the match, get back to the crib, and got back to watching TV. So I'm chilling, watching some anime, but then, what's the smell? It smells like smoke. So I rush to the kitchen, look around, and nothing's on fire. Whew, thought the house was on fire. Then I looked to the side. Oh my God. See you before dropping the matches, right? But here's the thing. Before dropping a lighted match, you're supposed to make sure the flames are all the way out. And of course, I did. So my brother rushes down. What is it? Oh my God. You're so good. What do?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh God, please help.
Get the water, stupid.
So we get to the tap, fill out some water, get to the back, and pour it on top of the grass.
It's not working.
Get the fire extinguisher. So we get to the garage, get the fire extinguisher. How do you use this thing?
Pull the trigger.
So I pull it, spray the grass. Then finally, the fire was extinguished. I look on the grass. Damn, a big part of the grass was burnt. Oh, you're dead, kid. So I get to my room and start anticipating the beating of a lifetime. Oh, man, I'm so dead. But then it hit me. Okay, Tim, that's what you do. You approach your mom and dad as soon as they get home and tell them the truth. That way, they'll take it easy on you. Hey, maybe now boot you up. So onward, and my parents arrive. Mom, Dad, I have something to say. What is it, son? Well, I kind of burnt the backyard. What? So my dad rushes outside, looks at the damage. What the f? I knew. Oh, done. How did this happen? See, I had the match, right?
Match?
But then everything was fine. But then I came back again, and it wasn't.
You not sure you not to play with fire? Yes. Now I'm about to fire that ass up.
Now my dad hated. So hot, the man's out of words. Well, remember, I confessed, right? And surely my parents would take it easy on me. So my dad takes a deep breath, looks deep into my eyes, go to your room. Now, so I get to my room all while my pops sat there and contemplated on how to fuck me up. So 1 hour goes by. I listen closely, but nothing happens. Damn, pops hasn't moved. Oh, this is bad. Then 2 hours go by. Still, not a word. Oh, damn, Tim. What diabolical punishment is pops coming up with? Then 5 whole hours go by. Still, nothing happens. Okay, this is good. Maybe Pops forgot. So your boy finally falls asleep. Tim, wake up. Dad, it's time for my punishment. Are you gonna whoop me? I thought about it, but since you confessed, I'm not gonna whoop you. Wow, really? But I will punish you. And your punishment is you getting a job. What? But I'm a little kid. From this day forward, each weekend you will mow every house on the block until you recover the losses. That way, you learn responsibility. Okay, Dad. See, my dad was a failed parent. Truly believed for every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction. See, the belt isn't always the solution. Sometimes, some of the best lessons are learned from mistakes. It's like they say, the errors of the past are the wisdom of the future. So from that day onward, each weekend, the boy got up early and mowed lawns in the neighborhood to teach me the real life responsibilities. Dad, the lawnmower broke down. Use your toenail clippers. Oh man, this sucks. So, moral of the story. In life, there's a price to pay for speaking the truth, but even a bigger price for living a lie. Yeah, look, he's got there my brother goes. Yeah, look, he's got a gun.
What? So I look closer, and I see one guy pull out a gun from his back, aims it at the other guy, and shoots him. Oh my God. Next thing I know, I hear everyone scream. Now I don't know what to do. I'm still a kid. Do I get on the ground, help my brother, or run for my life? We were little. See, my brother and I weren't born into a rich family. Matter of fact, we were broke, dead broke. You ever tried syrup sandwiches? My brother and I would eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It was so bad, every time we drove by McDonald's, I'd be like, Mom, can we please have McDonald's? But my mom be like, you got McDonald's money? I hated being broke. We were always missing something.
We had Kool-Aid but no sugar, peanut butter but no jelly, whole grain cereal but no milk. We were so broke, homeless people felt bad for us. See, my parents worked multiple back-breaking minimum paying jobs just to get by. It was so bad sometimes we barely had money for Christmas presents.
But through all the hard times, my father always said,
Son, we're broke, but not poor.
what's the difference, Dad?
Broke is a temporary financial situation, but being poor is a state of mind and a way of life.
See, my father came from real poverty. He didn't grow up with his father. His mother died when he was little. All he ever had was my mom and my brother and I. That's why he was raising us to understand that no matter how tough life gets, there's always someone who would give the world to be in your position. See, even though we didn't have plenty of money, we we had something even greater. We had food on the table, clothes on our back, a roof over our head, and most importantly, love. So much love that we barely noticed we were broke. But growing up in a low-income neighborhood does have its problems. I seen damn near See, the neighborhood next to us had the best part, and that's where all the kids hung out. But at the same time, that's where all the crime happened. So before leaving, I got to my brother like, yo, Tim, you want to go to the park?
Really? But aren't we gonna get in trouble?
Nope, we'll be right back before Mom and Dad gets home. Okay, cool. So my brother and I get on our bikes, ride all the way to the opposite neighborhood, and start playing at the park. Now remember, we had to be at home right before the streetlights came on. But something about fun makes you lose track of time. See, without us noticing, it suddenly got dark, and my brother's like,
Lem, I think we should be heading home.
come on, Tim, just a little bit longer. Mom and Dad won't even be home for at least another hour. We still got time. So my brother and I continue playing at the park. And something about the dark makes the bad people come out. So we're playing, and from the corner of my eye, I see two guys arguing. What's going on over there? So I look closer, and I see one guy push the other guy on his chest. Check it out. They're about to fight. Now, fighting wasn't a big deal in my area. In fact, if you didn't fight, everyone would call you a punk. So I'm out of my business, right? I'm thinking, this is another silly fight between two guys. But then my brother goes, look, he's got a gun. What? So I look closer, and I see one guy pull out a gun from his back, aims it at the other guy, and shoots him. Oh my God. Next thing I know, I hear everyone scream. Now, I don't know what to do. I'm still a kid. Do I get on the ground, help my brother, or run for my life? I'm in fight or flight mode, and I don't know what to do. So I look at my brother, and the boy is shook. Tim, you okay? Tim! My brother's not answering. He's in shock. Now my heart starts beating fast. So I look at the man on the ground and start seeing blood come from his body. Now I'm shook. I never seen anything like this in my life. Oh my God, he's gonna die. Tim, come on, let's go. So we get on our bikes and start speeding for our lives. The problem is, my brother's too little. He can't keep up with me. Come on, Tim. Faster, faster. I'm trying. So we finally make it back to the house. Get inside. We're scared for our lives. So I go, hey, Tim, don't tell Mom and Dad about what happened, okay?
Okay.
See, my mom and dad would kill me. Not only did I stay up past curfew, but I took my little brother all the way to the opposite neighborhood and put his life in danger. So fast forward and my mom and dad finally get home. Now remember, we have to keep it cool. Boys? Yes, Mom. So my brother and I get to the living room, and my mom's like, did you guys hear anything about what happened at the park? See, while driving home for work, my mother noticed a lot of police cars at the park. And I'm looking at my brother like, come on, Tim, hold it together. Don't you tell on us. But my brother's young and horrible at lying. I knew he was gonna fold. So, before he opens his mouth, I go, no, Mom, we didn't hear a thing. We've been home the whole time. Thank God. I wouldn't know what to do with myself if anything happened to you two. So my mother turns on the local television. We all sit down. Come to find out, the man lost his life on the way to the hospital. So my dad goes,
Son, this is why I don't want you boys.
I love kindergarten at OCP because I love to learn.
This is why I don't want you boys in the streets.
yes, Dad. See, my dad was doing everything in his power to put us in a better situation. And just a few months later, we moved out of the west side of the city and thank God for a better life. But to this day, I'm still haunted by the look in the man's eye. It was like he was wishing he could trade places with me before taking his last breath. And from that day forward, I learned a very important lesson in life. Always appreciate every breath you take. Thank those who help you. Be the one who inspires others. But remember, make it a habit to enjoy life.